Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Sunday, and it just happens to be the day they call the 4th of July. I'm in Studio A, and Miss Fiona is in Studio B. She's inside today. So hey, that's different because she already said she was gonna be outside for the rest of the summer. So glad to have her in Studio B. Hello, Miss Fiona.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm still alive, baby. I am still alive. I know for most people, they are calling this a holiday. I don't know. I'm not buying the hype on that either. I read
Right.
something that I want to share. Let me see, can I find it right quick? I was doing some research, some information, and I ran
Mhm.
across something about this holiday, and I was like, man, that was so good. I kept it. I'm see, can I find it? Y'all hold on just a second, but it has something to do with the Juneteenth, and things of that nature. Because
Mhm.
you think about it, Juneteenth celebration was put together. I'm talking and looking at the same time. Okay, here we go. I found it. Here we go. All right. If slavery started in 1619 and America
Mhm.
received its independence in 1776, and the last slaves weren't freed until 1865, apparently 89 years later, why do we celebrate Independence Day so hard when we weren't independent? That's deep, ain't
Good
it?
question.
That's deep,
Mhm.
ain't it? Yeah, I saw that and I kept it. I'm like, that's a good point right there. I'm gonna need that point at some point in time, and today
Mhm.
is the day. you know, so I'm glad to have that on standby for y'all. So even though y'all
Gotcha.
feel like y'all need to go out and cook up some barbecue, go right ahead. I'm not knocking it, but
Mhm.
it ain't really Independence Day, because we still ain't free. We still got improper justice. We still got a whole lot of things going on that we need some independence from. So,
Good. Yep.
and I didn't mean to go there before we even started. This is not the show. This is just the promo. We are here to invite you guys out to be with us on Tuesday. And I'm so excited. We've got a maybe guest. I'm not even going to confirm yet. I think I had mentioned to Miss Fiona that the only guest that made her cry, he broke water, was David Emile. He's scheduled to be here on Tuesday, but I ain't sure because he ain't responding to no phone call. I know it's a holiday and everything,
Right.
but if he don't respond to me, I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, we just gonna leave it like that. So let me get this announcement out the way, and then we're gonna get into our Black History moment. So y'all hold on just a second because Miss Fiona got some good one for you today. Good ones, plural. All right. First thing I want to
Mhm.
do, since today is Sunday, I want to give a shout out to all of the pastors that have been keeping us all spiritually uplifted and motivated over the years, more than just through the pandemic, but the years plural. And I want to give a special shout out to my mentor, Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt. Now, Dr. Hunt has been, he and I have been together for over 30 years. He is my mentor. And if you're not familiar with Dr. Hunt, let me tell you where you can find him at. You like that, don't you? I see you,
I do.
you perk up every time I say that. So I want you to go over to ask-dr-ron.com. Okay, when you get over there, scroll up to the top. you'll see all of my social media logos. Okay, you'll see YouTube, you'll see Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Click on them all. Follow me. I'll return the follow. Go over to the YouTube channel. And when you click on that, you'll go over to a playlist that's totally designated to Dr. Hunt. Check it out. I promise you, you will hear some things that will be totally inspiring and motivational to you. Also, after you get through checking out Dr. Hunt, scroll down on my channel, on my website, and see some of our advertisers, some of our affiliates, people that we do business with. We've got a lot of people that support this show to help make this thing possible. And we thank them and we want you to support them by giving them an opportunity to give them your business. So please follow them, check them out, see what's going on. I tell you, we got some good vendors over there. So today is Sunday, and always on Sunday we like to feature Miss Fiona and a Black History moment. We started way back in the beginning of the year, and we said that we were going to celebrate Black History 365 days out of the year. Okay. And Miss Fiona has been bringing us some powerful moments, and I just want to continue that tradition. What you got for us today, Miss Fiona?
Well, happy Sunday. Today's Black History moment is going to be about two most recent moments that I definitely think have touched history. And my references will be from Forbes and CNN.com, in addition to personal opinion. So, Dr. Ron, I thought today would be interesting and better if we did an interactive Black History moment. And just a prelude, I'd say, broadly speaking, the terms that define the deeply ingrained racist thinking, practices, and actions embedded in the core foundations of American society over centuries has and still does continue on today. At the same time, a new thought that I would like to bring to the forefront is it can also be said that there is a blessing that the information that is being pushed forward is great for future generations to witness on what needs to be known for breaking cycles. So the first Black History moment is, what do you think about Bill Cosby being released on Wednesday?
I think it's a wonderful thing to happen, whether it was on a technicality or not, because so many people emphasize the fact that it was a technicality that he got out.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad to see a piece of American history, whether they accept him as American history or not. He is still part of American history. He has done so many good for so many people, black people, white folks that followed him. He's done a lot, and they
Mm-hmm.
tried to take him down and discredit him, and tarnish his legacy. But to throw the man in jail, I think was a travesty. I think that they mistreated him. 84 years old. He's been in jail for the last 3 years. And,
Mm-hmm.
I said this on my show on Thursdays, Street News Now, shameless plug, that, um, that he's not going to do anybody any harm at 83, 80, 84 years old. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole lot of mad old white women. Okay. Because most of the people that were coming out against him was white women. Yes, I said that out loud publicly. Okay.
I mean, it's obvious, right?
Yeah. So they're
Mm-hmm.
upset over the fact because they established a whole movement, the Me Too movement, the Right Now movement, whatever they want to call it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Mm-hmm.
established a whole movement, and they used his case to be a poster child. All right, we got justice. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday, I'm gonna throw Professor under the bus along with myself. Professor said that he does not believe that a man of his caliber and his stature and his money has to rape anybody, and he doesn't have to drug anybody to get what he wants. Okay.
Mhm.
So, it's two sides to every story. Nobody wanted to hear
Right.
what Bill had to say. And they quote and misquote him quite regularly. I suggest that many people go do some homework and understand what was really said. They asked him in a deposition, did he have sex? He said yes. They asked him, did he drug anybody? He said no. So they have been running around calling him a rapist and using drugs to rape young ladies ever since they misquoted him. So the
Mhm.
depositions are floating around out there. I encourage people to go read them for themselves, and that way they can give him back the respect that he is due. Okay, I don't know. I can preach on this. I'm sorry. You asked me a question, and I can preach a dissertation on it. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, that's what a Black History Moment is to talk about these things so that give a different. Everybody has a different perception, and I also agree that not only his status being that high, but if a person wants to do what they want to do, they're gonna do it. I also have a quote from Geraldo Rivera. Remember that talk show host?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, he's now an attorney, and he wrote something to himself back in 2018, describing Crosby as a sex predator who left a trial of human misery and despair. But also, he predicted that the conviction would be overturned because the judge went way over the line in allowing unrelated victim testimony.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a case being built, just piggybacking on what you said, a case being built for his character to be tarnished.
Yeah.
Uh, and moving on, then we have another lady that I just talked about 2 weeks ago, Shakira Richardson, the
Yes.
track sensation, how she tested positive for marijuana. Do you have any comments about that?
I sure do. I'm an advocate for marijuana. I believe that certain things, and this is not just a United States thing. This was because she was, eliminated by people that not just inclusive in the United States. Um, but
Right.
she got tested positive for marijuana. Now we ain't talking about no little kid. We talking about a grown woman. The state that she told them that she smoked in was Denver, where marijuana is legal.
Mhm.
Okay, so the committee that governs Olympic, whatever they call themselves, that govern the Olympics and Olympic people and personnel. I'm just going to go back a little bit. For decades, there were many, I'm just going to say it like this, white folks that was taking steroids. Okay.
Mhm.
They were taking steroids and call them supplements. Okay. And then they all of a sudden they added those supplements to the list of not acceptable drugs to be found in your system while performance enhancing. Well, this young lady had pure
Mhm.
talent. She was the best in her class. Okay, she was the best, and she qualified. And then they want to turn around and take it away from her because she had marijuana in her system. Okay, I think that's a disgrace, and I think it's disrespectful. She did not break, any drug enhancement law. She said I was depressed. She
Mhm.
owned it. She came forward and she said, I got depressed and I smoked a joint. Okay. So,
Mhm.
now you want to punish her, persecute her. And I think they came out with a ban for 5 years or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how long the ban is, but I remember
Mhm.
seeing something like about 5 years, or she's not eligible for the next two. Olympics or something like that. Does it say?
Well, the highlights that I have gotten was that she was suspended for a month, and then after they would talk about her standing on what how they would proceed. And I think the nail was in the coffin after President Biden backed up the decision to ban her. Um, I guess after the suspension, by telling CBS News that the rules are the rules, and everybody knows what the rules were going to be. Uh, what I thought was interesting was the whether they should remain that way, whether the rules should remain that way or not, will totally be a different issue. So it still seems like there's some, you know, unstableness in the rules because every state is about to be legal of marijuana. So
Eventually, yes.
yeah,
And
eventually. So
and then you look at it like this. In every state, they have a large majority of black population that are in jail for selling, using marijuana. And now here
mhm,
we are 20 years later, making it legal and trying to figure out how to pay homage to the people that they have incarcerated for so many decades for the same thing. So, I think that they should be walking gingerly, especially at this point, since there are so many states in the United States that have already undergone the process to legalize it and capitalize
mhm,
off of it through taxation.
mhm.
So I think it's a discredit to this young lady, but you can't undo what she has done. She has proven herself to be athlete, an exceptional athlete.
That's true, and also the conundrum, if you want to say, there's another athlete who was on the Olympics. Her name was Shelby Houlihan.
Hmm.
She got tested positive for taking for steroid tests, and this was just recently, like 3 days ago.
Okay.
But her excuse was that she ate a pork burrito, and that's how she was tested positive for the test.
Hey, if you ate
But
a burrito, baby, stick to
yeah,
it.
the steroids, marijuana. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, rules, like they say, rules have a reason and a purpose, but when white folks do it, it's okay. But when black folks do it, it's a capital punishment,
Right.
and a fitting Black History moment because we're talking about how they treat black folks, differently than they treat other folks, other races, other, nationalities, for the
Mhm.
same offenses, which is what I said in the very beginning,
Mhm.
that they mistreat us and treat us differently. And we have so many other things that we need than another holiday. Okay. We don't need another holiday. We need some justice,
Right.
we need some equal opportunities to be treated fairly, before we start running around talking about we free. We ain't free,
Mhm.
so
That's true. And to end talking about Shakira Richardson on a positive note, it was good to see that Nike wrote the statement saying that they appreciate her honesty and accountability and will continue to support her through this time because she is sponsored by Nike, so that didn't touch her coins, as you would say.
yeah, ain't gonna mess with her money.
They
Amen.
don't mess with her
I
money.
salute
Mhm.
Nike once again because they got behind Colin Kaepernick, and supported
Yeah.
him after he made a political statement about racial injustice, and his whole NFL career was flushed down the toilet because of his protest, his silent protest,
Mhm.
by refusing to celebrate, the national anthem, at sporting events that he was attending and participating in. So, Nike, keep up the good work. It's interesting. People. I heard a comedian. I read a comedian said this week. Was that um, they asked them, do they have a problem with playing R. Kelly and Michael Jackson's music, knowing that they were racist. And the comedian's response was, they still play the national anthem, don't they? After they have, done so much wrong and injustice towards people. And I applaud that statement because he is so
Mhm.
correct. Okay. You're going to get mad at R. Kelly and Michael Jackson and their music, but at the national anthem, who's done more wrong than America?
Right.
Boom, boom.
Right.
This is not the show.
Right.
This is only the promo to the show. Y'all got to come out
That was
on
good.
Tuesday and check us out. Me and Miss Fiona, we're going to be right here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have David Emile. He's been on the show before. He made Miss Fiona cry. I'll never let her forget it. He made Miss Fiona cry. His testimony was so powerful that he made Miss Fiona break water. And I tell you, I know she probably hoping he don't come back because she don't want to cry on TV no more. But if he does, we're gonna see what happens with Miss Fiona next time. All right, so come on out this Tuesday and see what happens next. What you got to say to the people before we leave, Miss Fiona?
We'll leave out a note from Shakira Richardson. I just like this girl. She says, I just say, don't judge me because I am human. She says, I'm just the same as you. I just run a little faster.
There you go. I like that. All right. So look, y'all come on out and be with us on Tuesday. I'm going to throw this up here. Please support us. This is our donation information page. Please keep us afloat. We need your support. Support all of the vendors on ask-dr-ron.com. We went over a little bit of time today, but we appreciate, y'all celebrate responsibly. Y'all don't go out there and do no crazy stuff. And peace and love. See y'all on Tuesday.